What is going on? What is going on? Let's get straight into the video. But alright. Coming into the morning was leaning a little bearish just because we had seen good sell-off in the overnight session here. Boom. Trading lower. We had taken this internal sell-side liquidity pool at 5 a.m. and London high was residing up here. I had that marked out. I noticed that there was an SMT here on ES. We failed to come down and sweep this low, got real close, but failed to actually end up delivering all the way to sweeping it. As you can see, 4 hour, it's a little tricky here just because we have this gigantic 4 hour candle with the 4 hour bullish fair value gap right here. So we were kind of just waiting and watching. But what made me a little more bearish was these candles right here. Boom. Seeing pretty strong displacement down, closing below all these bullish candles. Not quite a market structure shift, but definitely leaning a little bearish in my eyes. And yeah, so that was kind of my thought process coming into the morning. Was just like, okay, something sets up to the downside, I'm okay getting involved. I had this 1 hour fair value gap marked out in case we wanted to trade up all the way to here and then see something lower. And yeah, let's dive into the smaller time frames. You can see that market open candle, freaking fat bearish or fat bullish wick to the upside, and we'll get into that. But let's get to our actual first trade and entry, because my first trade was very quick. So what do we see? Pre-market, we come up, NQ sweeps out this very small internal buy-side liquidity level, this high. Excuse me. ES fails to do so, boom, we leave it right here. And then what do I see? I see at open, strong displacement down. 50 point candle close, creates a 1 minute bearish fair value gap. What do? I get involved, stop here instead of at the high, saving myself a little RR. Boom, stop at the high. And then I was targeting like a 1 to 2-ish. So yeah, here's that. What ends up happening? I take it on Lucid, boom, we get involved just fine. And then I take it on the Apex accounts. I put a limit down, and as you can see, this account, it has a lot lower bounce. Wonder why? It's because I took it with 18 contracts. It was supposed to be spread across 6 accounts, so that's 3 contracts per account. But I took 18 on one, so like 2 points against me. It stopped me out for like 270 loss. I'm glad I had the freaking daily loss limit there. That was very nice, because that would have been bad if it didn't do that. And again, that's my fault. That's per user error. I failed to look at this tiny little thing to see if the 300K was there. So yeah, I just need to make sure before market open I have it pre-selected, and if I don't want to be looking at it, I'll just tab out to a different tab. But yeah, so boom, we lose 270 there off rip. I'm like, dang, bro, that sucks. And price was already down a little here, so I'm like, okay, bro, I'm gonna throw my limit back at this inverse, and we end up getting filled here. When we come back up and retrace, we were already involved on the Lucid accounts. Everything was perfect over there. So boom, we're now tagged in. What am I waiting for? Oh, and also we had that market structure shift as confirmation. So yeah, but what am I waiting for? I want to see this internal sell-side liquidity level get ran to, because that is literally our only sell-side liquidity point for about 500 points, because we are in this gigantic bullish imbalance. Because look, boom, the next sell-side liquidity level is 257 points lower. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we are definitely going risk-free here, because this is literally the only clear thing I'd see price drawing towards. While we do have the new week opening gap, we're inside of it. We've been trading near it all week, so I'm not going to use that as a target, especially when we're literally below the 50% mark of that new week opening gap. So boom, I go risk-free here. And then what ends up happening? We put in a bullish SMT. I realize, I'm like, okay, there's literally no draw lower. I'm just arbitrarily targeting a 1 to 2. So what I do, I end up closing out for a little less than a 1 to 2, because I was risking 235 and only made 200. So that shows you that it was a little less than a 1 to 2. But honestly, I'm so fine with that, because what's the alternative? Boom, we get stopped out at break even. I recognize conditions. I'm like, okay, dude, price probably doesn't want to continue lower. It's delivered to the only clear drawn liquidity. Let me secure some profit here, and boom, call it. So I end up doing that, and as we see, price gets stopped at break even. And again, like looking back, this is a good trade because of the big displacement down at market open. I don't want to try to move my stop anywhere else. I only like doing that, even though I just started doing that, if there's a lot of 1 minute structure where highs and lows are put in, so we're not just arbitrarily going like this at the top of the 1 minute fair value gap. Like, that's just not my risk. I don't like that being that risky, even though it would have been a 1 to 2, but still, bro. Personally, I like this stop loss. While it didn't end up working, we were still able to secure some profit on the day. And yeah, and then after that, so if we made 200 there, I was still down like $63 on this account. I don't know why it's doing that, but how do I like deselect? Oh, how do I deselect this? Whatever. But yeah, I was down like 60 bucks on that, so I just took a long or something trying to get it back. Ended up losing some, ended up making some, losing some, and then finally just took a 1-to-1 50-point stop, 50-point target higher, because I wanted to get the drawdown distance to be very similar, and they basically are identical. They're all basically at 2,400. So yeah, looking back on this trade, I'm okay with it. We took it, we saw something was aggressive, took it right after market open, and ended up getting paid for it. Recognized, hey bro, we're not gonna run lower. Let me secure profit here instead of just being break even on the day. Boom, took 200 bucks. I'll take that. Gives us, that's 10% of the way of what we need. And just gonna be chilling, taking it slow. And then looking back at what happened after this SMT got put in, there wouldn't have been anything for me. Realistically, targeting London high here, ES trading closer. I was thinking about taking something here just on that one account, but we never ended up tapping back into it. We just saw a sharp move higher, boom, running higher. Looks like ES is gonna end up taking London high, and look at that. We had our bias was wrong on the day. I came into the day leaning bearish. I thought that there was a possibility we'd want to continue higher and retrace just because of the sell-off we've seen in the overnight and London high residing higher. But I saw structure that validated my initial bearish bias. So I took it, boom, got paid. And yeah, if you had a bullish bias coming into the day, probably could have seen something. But for me personally, the only like real thing would have been some sort of retracement here, really tight stop. Like here maybe. And yeah, it would have been break even, and most likely would have got stopped out at break even. That's just personally how I trade. But yeah, no, I mean, there was SMT, but yeah, glad we were able to make something happen today. Nothing crazy though. But here is the Lucid accounts, up 180 on the day, and then as you've seen, the Apex accounts. But yeah, that is what happened today, Thursday. Up nice on the week so far. Let's check what news we have tomorrow. Let me make sure my mic has been on this whole time. Yeah. Tomorrow we don't have any news. So yeah, and then that's it for March basically. Have two more days next week. But yeah, gonna be pretty neat just to see what happens. Let's check Monday, Tuesday news. No news Monday, and then 10 a.m. news Tuesday. But yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah, so got 3 more days of March. But I don't really care. I'm just gonna continue being focused on the process and pick my head up, and we'll be at the destination eventually. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Drop a comment, let me know how you guys did today. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. Code, I don't even know my code on Alpha Futures, but if you're thinking about getting a funded account, check out Alpha Futures. Use my code TradeCopier. If you're freaking balling and you want to try to trade more than one account with multiple firms, use TradeSyncer. Use my code down below. Right now I'm not using TradeSyncer personally, just because I'm focusing on being more methodical with my stuff and not trying to trade 35,000 accounts at once. But yeah, that is all I have for today. Thank y'all for watching, and I will catch you tomorrow. Peace.